which I am not at all faking it. I don't know. As a yapper, pinto beans, chicken, and corn salad is what I'm reading currently. You can see that. Okay. Hello, chat. This is so horrible. I'm not even joking when I tell you that I've lost my voice now twice in 2026. This is so annoying. That's all I'm gonna say. The first time was because I was sick, and because I was like coughing a lot, and I was like coughing, sneezing a lot, like I overused like my vocals basically, and I lost it probably for like 3 days, 2 full days, and 1 like half-ish, because like you could still hear me, which is like certain words that like my voice would squeak. But today it just completely gone. Anyways, but the other days it was completely gone like this. Same goes today. I think the only way that I can say a full coherent sentence is if I literally whisper. I think I'm gonna chat what's going on. People think I'm faking it, which I am not at all faking it. I don't know how to prove to people that I'm not. But anyways, give me a sec. I'm nervous. Perfect. So I'm not faking it at all. And today, I have a couple minutes before work, or like, not a couple minutes, a couple hours before work. So I was like, let me kind of do something productive, and which I do have to do something productive and take you guys with me as I'm outside in the world, like, because you usually get me in my house. I feel like this clicker is really messing up with how loud I can, I'm gonna just take it off, how I can speak. It's awkward because people are looking at me like I'm weird. I'm not. Well, yeah. Probably to them I am. Because I'm literally at like 47 miles, and while I don't have a lot of pit stops to do, when I get out of work, it's gonna be a little bit later, and I don't really like to put gas when it's late, so that's why I'm trying to put gas right now, so we avoid that. Okay, so I've put gas. I'm nervous when people are legitimately staring at me, talking to myself, like, and like, who's this weirdo talking to? I have a kind of busy morning before work, so I decided to vlog before I knew this was gonna happen. But yeah, so first off was obviously gas, because that's like the main thing, because I can't be running around in the city with like 47 miles of gas, even though everything's kind of like close by, but still. So my first stop today is to get my blazer on. Is to go drop off a Depop order. I have technically 2 to drop off, but the other item, which are shoes, I just have to clean them up a little bit because they were kind of a little dusty, so I need to like lint roll them and just make sure they're at the best condition for the customer, because technically they are technically new, they're just kind of dusty, so I just need to clean that. But this is ready, this is set for the customer, so we're gonna go deliver this or ship it out, not on this. So yeah, and then I have some money left on Chipotle, so I was thinking of getting that for my breakfast dish, even though it's like not breakfast, like, you know, you wouldn't think of it, but yeah. So I'm gonna order that too, so I can go pick it up. And then I was hoping to film a wrap up of February of what I read for TikTok, because I wanted to start doing that like a book club, but I don't know if I can. So I might just kind of go somewhere to edit the season 2 episode 15 video, because that goes up next week. When you guys are watching this, it would probably already be up, but for my time, it's next week. So yeah, so we're gonna go ship this out, then I'll come back. We'll yap a little bit because I can't talk loud while I'm driving, because you can hear the noise of the car. So yeah, anyways, so let's get this going. Okay, that is sent. I couldn't record because there's children there and I don't want to record children's faces and other people's faces here, so I decided against it. But yeah, so that's sent. My other shoes, I technically work tomorrow, so I can come beforehand to send it out once they're kind of clean. I want to make sure they're in the best condition ever. But yes, now I'm going to order my Chipotle, so that way when I drive down, it's ready. It is ordered. Let's get driving. Okay, we have a couple minutes still because the food's not ready yet, so it says pickup's at 11. So y'all know. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Ooh. Gonna be in the car here just waiting. I can share to you guys, I guess, what I'm currently reading. I use Storygraph to kind of keep a track of everything that I'm reading, and so this is what I'm reading currently. You can see that. Started technically Party Animal and Made for Each Other the end of February, and going into March I'm almost done with them. But the Bodyguard I started yesterday and I'm already 21% of the way in. So I'm excited about that one because they are making it into a movie, I think, with Netflix, and Leighton Meester comes out, and Jared, I can't pronounce his last name, is also coming out, and those two are like the early 2000s, like iconic people in different shows. So yeah, there's just a weird person back there, so I'm scared. Yeah. And then the Lynn Painter book that I'm reading, The Made for Each Other, I had just recently finished in February, Fake Skating, and I absolutely loved it. So I had read her other books, like Nothing Like the Movies and the other book that's with the two of those. So Fake Skating was my third book that I've listened to from her, and then this one came out, and I had still credit left from my Spotify premium, so I was like, you know what, let me listen to it, because it's like enough minutes that in case I run out, I have enough time for next month, if that makes sense. And I'm literally 77% of the way in. It is such a good book. It's a very like chick flick rom-com, like your usual fake dating billionaire type of book, but I think it's just so nice that it's like very like it doesn't feel like cheesy in a way. It feels really nice, and it gets you like giggly in like the best way possible, so I absolutely love that. and I love the characters. Also, the voice actor for this particular book, I absolutely love his audiobooks that he voices. It's just something about it that it's like nice. So yeah. And then obviously The Bodyguard, I'm reading that. And then Party Animal is actually the third book of the Prickly Island Zoo series that a friend suggested, and I absolutely love it. I'm into like chefs right now for some reason, and like cooking and baking, because even in the Made for Each Other, she's not technically a baker, but she loves baking, so it's like something about that. It's getting on. That's kind of my little small rant. I want to do like a full big video of kind of my reads from February, what I thought, and then what I'm currently reading, but I'll just do it here. Now there's a lot of people lined up here, so I'm just gonna shut this off and go get my food because I'm kind of hungry. Ready? Let's go. We have arrived to set location. I think I'm gonna eat first because I don't think I'm gonna have time to edit realistically. I've gotten Chipotle. I got a kid's meal because realistically that's as much as I can eat right now. So I got chips, a side of guac, and a free queso. And then I got their kids like taco meal. So I have flour tortillas, and then I have, God, I don't know if I can show you this, pinto beans, chicken, and corn salad. I was gonna do rice, but I brought rice and salmon for lunch, so I was like, I don't want to overdo it. Plus I'm eating chips, so I feel like we're good. So I'm just gonna eat this, watch The Rookie because I gotta catch up, and then slowly start getting ready to go to work. But I don't know if I'll get to talk to you guys again today, but if not, I love you guys. This is the end of the first day of this vlog. I don't know how long I'll do it. Probably a bit tomorrow again, early morning, me delivering that. So yeah. Anyways, bye guys. Hello once again. My voice is back. Not fully. I mean, you could still hear a little bit of just a little bit of a little in there. But anyways, a majority of it's back. As a yapper, I am fully excited and happy because I love yapping. It's the next day, and once again I'm here to do some makeup, to do my makeup, and then drop off my second Depop order. I was able to give it a nice little shine as much as I could with what I had supplies wise, so that is good. But before I head over, I want to do my makeup because I don't want to look too beat up when I'm over there, but I thought it'd be the perfect time to also yap with you guys. This morning on my drive to work, there we go, I finished technically I would say my first book of March. It is the Made for Each Other. Made is M-A-I-D, guys, by Lynn Painter. So I finished that book, the audiobook of it, as I was driving over. What I would rate it, let me put my window down because it's hot in here. Where's my case? I think I'm gonna rate it a 3.75. It could have been a 4, but I just feel like when you go into like the first chapter, while it was like very entertaining, it got you into the book really quick, even because, you know, I read the synopsis of it. I just felt like I was literally like boom into the world. I didn't feel gradually brought into the world, understand a little bit of each other, their world. Like it was just like oh, you should know this by now, that this is a preference. Like this, sorry, not the preference, this is what the book is about. And while that is amazing, I feel like for some people that tend to just kind of want to like, oh, let me read this book, maybe they go for it in the cover, or don't really kind of go into it with the whole, I don't know if some people don't read what the book's about, but it just felt a little bit too like pushed into it. Like there was no like introduction really a lot about these characters. And while of course gradually in the book you get to know who Abby and Declan is in the book and a little bit of who they are, and it's greatly explained, I just feel like as someone who loves a good prologue, as someone who loves reading a lot of standalones, like it's just kind of pretty nice to get a little bit of information. Like that prologue really does help a lot, because she doesn't have a prologue for this book. This is more of a chapter 1 and then go into 46 chapters, and then you get the epilogue. Epilogue, love. Please keep doing epilogues, and please also keep doing prologues, just so for, I don't know if there's others like me, just want a little bit more. But other than that, it was really, really good. She did a lot of quotes, or like there's a lot of similarities, me and my sister both noticed, of a little bit of Pride and Prejudice. There's even towards the end of the book where he quotes the "you have bewitched me, body and soul." We love that. So that is very much liked. So I could also see, like now thinking about it, that there's like small hints of how it's like very similar to some things like of Pride and Prejudice, of his character is and her as Liz Bennet and stuff like that. So that is greatly appreciated. And there's a lot of references that are of like other like your usual TV of like Gilmore Girls. You also have some of Psych. If you haven't watched Psych, it's such a good show. But there's also a little bit of references of that and stuff like that, so it's kind of cool. But overall I just feel like it was such a very good like chick flick type of book that was like very much needed, I guess, in this as the first book of March. So that is very exciting. It's not that long to listen to, because I listened to it, it was probably like 9 hours, so that was pretty good. But yeah, and then I haven't really read any of my other books, which is like The Party Animal, and then I haven't listened to my to The Bodyguard either, because those are usually like on my days off when I'm cleaning, doing homework, whatever it is, or just need a little break to read. So I haven't done that, but as of where I stand, I'm obsessed with them. So I'm also like, I can't stop thinking about them in the back of my head, so that is also pretty good. So if you haven't already, I would definitely recommend, if you want something of a smaller, quick, fast-paced read that gets you kind of giggly, that just like is something like as like a something in between, if you're reading like a bigger book, or you're reading anything that's like non-fiction and you want to read something fiction, this will be a pretty good one. I'm trying to like cover my bags. Also, please don't judge me if you go like, girl, that's not how you do my makeup, like that's not how you do your makeup. Like, this is how I've done it for a majority of my life, and it's worked and it's been efficient for me. I also have to check the time because I really need to zoom to the post office to deliver and then come back for work. But yeah, so anyways, that is it. Not too much of excitement this morning before I head into work. It's just kind of delivering that, and then as well as oh, a friend of mine, he is a friend of mine that I met with my work, and she is like, love her, like me and her are like read books that are like similar. She's the one that recommended The Party Animal, aka the Prickly Island Zoo, and she honestly makes me a better reader and want to read more books outside of my comfort zone, so props to her. But anyways, ever since I've met her, she was telling me about how she grew, like she like kind of likes to grow plants in a way, and I insert a picture of this beautiful plant. Her name is Betty. She's at my home now, but since I have met her and I started working there, it's been probably, I want to say like 8-ish months. She had been growing this plant for me, and she was like, once she's ready, she will then live with you. And yesterday at work, she brought it over She told me she was ready, giving me kind of the instructions on how to take care of it. So I'm super excited. I think that is something that I've been wanting. I wanted plants for my house just because it's very humid, and like I don't want to get any like mold or like anything like that. And I have a dehumidifier, and I also, like, when I'm at home, like, I have all the windows open and everything, but when I'm not at home, my windows are closed, obviously, and I don't have my dehumidifier going on just because, I don't know, just a fear of mine to have anything plugged in when I'm not at home. So I was like, maybe I should invest and kind of get into the whole plants, and I was like investigating what plants were best for that, and this is one of the beautiful plants that does the Lord's work. So I'm excited for her. She's still in the baby stage is what I like to say, so I still have to take care of her before I can pot her, whatever it is the term, into one. So that is good because I don't have, I mean I have one, but I just don't think that's like the vibe that I want to go for with her, and it's kind of basic. So yeah, so I'm hoping that once we're out of the baby stages, I can grow her good and beautiful, and then from that plant, she also, my friend told me similar of how I can possibly make more, so that would be good. So I can have at least a few of Betty scattered around, of her children around. And it's funny because this is coming from my friend's plant, whose name is Susan, from if you don't know, like the Monsters movie. I think that's what the movie's called, Monsters versus something like that. I forgot what his movie, but I'll put this picture, this one basically. And the plant's name is Susan. So this is Susan's child that is at my home, which is Betty, and I want a little bit more of Betty's children when she's older in my home, to avoid anything, especially for like my room, my sister's room, in the living room, and in the kitchen, just so that way this plant is helping me for when I'm not at home. So yeah, so I'm hoping at least I can get one more Betty after she's out of her baby stage, and if I can get a couple more going, great. But if not, I've investigated other plants that I've been kind of eyeing, that I've been wanting to get because my mom has gotten them before. So I was like, that is not a problem, and Betty will really, give a sec for there, she'll be here. He will really help me get into my green thumb vibes that I want to go. Anyways, so yeah, so that is, I'm excited for tomorrow, my day off. And then I also have to take some pictures because for those that do not know, I have a Depop, and I started it with just some of my stuff from my closet that I just didn't want, and I wanted to kind of take out, and I've been selling them on Depop, and they've been pretty successful, but there's just some stuff that didn't end up selling, and instead of them going to like thrift stores and stuff like that, because I just get scared that they'll take it but then they will just like throw it away or something like that, and I just wanted to be useful. I'm a lot about like wanting to make sure that everything gets used and gets loved as much as I loved it. So with that little rant said, there we go, my words. My sister and I decided to kind of upcycle these clothes and convert them, make them into something differently. I will stop talking because I have no more battery, but anyways, so that is exciting. I have to take some pictures tomorrow. I'll record this when I get home, and then tomorrow we'll yap a little bit more because I have no more time for you guys per my camera side. Bye.